So 276, up until now, every time we have needed a variable, we have had to select a variable type. So, integer or string or char, etc. We have had to select a variable name. So we have to call it, student grade 1, student grade 2, student grade 3, judge data 1, judge data 2, judge data 3, whatever the case might be. And we have to refer to them individually. There has been no mechanism for us to group together a collection of data into an easily accessible bin that we can refer to the various elements in that data set without having to create new and distinct variables that we would have to access as individual variables somehow in our code. And that is certainly it's a shortcoming, frankly, of the data types that we have seen to date. Now, the array is something that we have seen time and time again throughout just our experience in life in general. The way we structure our lives is around the idea of grouping similar items. When we go to a grocery store, everything is an array. When I go up and down an aisle, the aisles are grouped with similar things. So when I go to look for coffee, I see rows and columns of coffee, and I know that they're not going to put something that is not coffee in the rows and columns where the coffees are located. Here behind me is this is from Unsplash, by the way, so thank you to the author for this one, or the photographer, rather, for this one. So when I go to pick up vegetables, it's not that there are vegetables just thrown on a counter and I kind of have to sort through everything to luckily maybe find what I'm looking for. The vegetables individually are grouped together like we see here behind me. So when I go to get a red pepper from the top row here in my grocery example, I would go to the grouping of red peppers and I can pick out one or two or three red peppers from there. Same goes with the lettuce. I go to the lettuce group and I can pick out one or two or three from there. An array allows us to do this very same thing. It allows us to have what is called homogeneous group of data elements. So homogeneous just means that everything in my array has to be an int, or everything in my array has to be a char, or all the elements in my array have to be strings. And this way, that enables C++ to give us a mechanism to refer to the individual elements, so the contributing members of my array. And it also gives us a way of being able to really quickly, it's called traverse, go from one element to another element to another element in my array in a very fast and regular fashion. So we're going to catch back up with that in the textbook here, in the video that follows this one, but just mentally walk yourself through a grocery store. Everything is arranged in arrays. When I go grab a carton of milk, the next carton of milk comes sliding down to take its place. I remove element 0 because that's where we start counting, and element 1 takes its place. I go to get eggs, and even if I just remove one carton of eggs, that specific carton of eggs has 12 or 18 data members in there, and those data members are homogeneous. They are all eggs of the same type. At least that's what I've been led to believe all these years.